Hey you guys, welcome. We're gonna be trying today some new makeup from Benefit. I got the new Professional Foundation. I also have two new Chanel quads. I have a new concealer by RMS. I have a new mascara and a highlighting and blush duo from a new brand to me. It's called $1 Billion Brows. And I also have the new lip creams from Chantecaille. I have 3 shades to try out with you guys. So we're gonna start right away. As you can tell, I have nothing on my skin right now. All I applied was a little bit of moisturizer, the Bobbi Brown, the vitamin C enriched face base. That's all I have right now. We're gonna go straight away with the foundation. Benefit sent it to me NPR. I got 2 shades, which are SN Savvy and 4N Wonder. 7N Savvy is a light neutral, while 4N Wonder is a fair neutral peach. I'm going to swatch both of them, maybe test it here on my jawline and see which one is better for me. We're going to start with the foundation and then we're going to be moving on with the rest of the makeup. So this is what the foundation looks like. I think it's a really good looking foundation. And let's try 7N. It is a pump. This one, let me read a little bit about it. It's a smoothing and blurring foundation. It's visibly smooth skin and minimize the look of pores thanks to skin-loving ingredients including niacinamide and rose hip extract. It claims that it's medium buildable coverage, natural matte finish, 24-hour long wear, all-day pore blurring, non-comedogenic, waterproof and transfer proof, feels weightless, and looks seamless. So we gotta see if all that is true. I won't be able to test it 24 hours, but at least we'll know if it's blurring, which is important to me because I do have enlarged pores in this area right here. All right, so on your right we have 7N, and then on your left we have 7N, and on the right we have 4N. So it is coming down, so it seems that it's hydrating. Let's give it a swirl with different fingers, and it might be a little bit too dark for me, but we'll make it work. So here is 7N and then 4N. They both look really similar to me. 7N, 4N. There is a lot of coverage, I could see that. Let's see, this one is 4N. Okay, and then let's do, this is 4N and let's do 7N. No, it already dried up in my hand, so I really can't tell. Let me get a closer look with my mirror. They're both pretty good. Now I don't remember which is which. Oh my god, my brain. But this one looks like a really good color. They're both really similar. I don't see a difference. I use both. So like the shade right now doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is the coverage and if it's what it says it does. If it does what it says it does. If it's blurring and all that. But both shades look good to me. So I'm just gonna go with 4N Wonder. Might as well just do that one. Going back to pumping in the back of my hand, I'm gonna use 2 pumps. We're gonna do on one side and then we'll see how it looks compared to the other side. I'm gonna use the BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. I'll start with this side, which is my worst side. It is getting better though. It might not seem like it, but my redness is getting better little by little. It's not something, I don't expect for it to be clear soon, like one day to the next, so I gotta give it time. Wow, it definitely does cover. It does have medium coverage. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm gonna do 4N on this side and then 7N on this side, and then maybe that way we'll be able to see a difference with the shade. But so far the coverage is really good. It is medium coverage. It is blurring. It's not seeping into my fine lines. It has a little bit of luminosity, but it says it dries matte. So let's see how that comes out, how that comes about. It does have like a scent. It's not fragrant, but it definitely has a scent. All right, so here we have it on half the face, and the shade works out pretty well, as you could tell, right? It is hydrating. It feels and looks natural. It is blurring my pores here. It was doing really well around my nose area, and yeah, I like that glow it's giving me. Really like subtle, it's not too much. I like it so far. I'm gonna try the other shade now on the other side, because when you see in the back of my hand it looks pretty dark, but once I apply it on, it works well. So I did 4N on this side, and I'm gonna go with 7N on this side. I'm gonna switch hands and put it here, 2 pumps. And I'm gonna get that brush and swipe it off with the towel I have here on my lap. This one's a little bit more yellow, a little bit darker. Yeah, I wouldn't say yellow, I'm sorry, I should take that back. It's a shade a little bit darker. It's not yellow because it is neutral. Alright, now that I have foundation on, I've been taking a long time with this foundation because I really want to see how it works. And I have lights on both sides of my face, so that shouldn't be a problem. There is a slight change in color in this side. It is a little tiny bit darker, but I could wear both colors. Both shades work really well with me. Maybe this shade when I get a little bit more tan, when we're in the summer now and I haven't been to the beach or anything like that, but maybe if I get a little bit more sun, then this shade will be perfect. And then this shade is perfect for now. I think they both work well on me, but I would choose this side because it's a little bit more like lighter, if you understand, or if you see what I'm saying. But anyways, let's go back to the coverage. I think it's a beautiful coverage. It's really nice around my nose. Again, it's blurring. It dries matte, so it's not sticky. I like that. I don't have to set it with powder. I will set maybe the concealer. I'll see how the concealer is. We'll figure that out as we go, but it's not seeping it into my fine lines around my lips, my mouth. I think it works pretty well so far. So far, so good. I won't be able to test it, or I'm not going to test it for 24 hours. I don't think you should wear foundation that long anyways, but I'm going to have it on for a few hours because right after I do this video, I'm going to go live on TikTok. So I'm going to have it on for sure for about at least 4 hours. So I'm able to have a slight idea how it will be after 4 hours, but so far, so good. So let's move on with concealer. I got the new concealer by RMS, the Revitalized Hydra Concealer in the shade CN03. Yeah, CN03. I threw away the box, so I don't know the description, but we'll give it a try. And it's a different packaging than other, because it's like a stick like this, and it's not a pump. It's an applicator, which a lot of people don't like, and it's like really tiny. I prefer doe foot applicators, but we'll use what we have, right? And with the purchase of this concealer, they gave us a brush, so I'm going to use the brush that it came with. Alright, so off the bat, I'm not a fan of the applicator, but let's try the formula. I'm not going anywhere after this. I'm only going to go on live on TikTok, so it doesn't really matter that my fade's a little bit different and we're testing new makeup, so I'm okay with that. And this is a brush that was gifted with purchase. The concealer. I'm going to try it one side with a brush and the other I'm going to try it with a finger. I'm not a fan of the shape of this brush, but we'll use what we have for scientific purposes. Alright, it applies well with the brush. I'm simply not a fan of the brush, of the shape, but it does apply well. I'm going to try now with my finger. Alright, it works well with finger too. Let's take a close look. It has coverage. It's hydrating. It has like a little bit of a glow under my eye. I like it. The shade is pretty nice. It's brightening. I like it. It looks creamy. It looks hydrating. I like it. Good job. This is a really nice concealer. Yeah, I'm happy so far. Everything's working really well. I don't have a new bronzer to try, and I'm not going to apply any bronzer today just because honestly, I don't feel like it. It sounds messed up, but I don't feel like wearing bronzer today. Plus, I want to test this foundation further. I do have a new blush I want to try and a new highlighter. So we're going to do the blush first and then the highlighter after I do the shadows. I don't expect to have any fallout, but just in case. And I got this duo from $1 Billion. What's it called? $1 Billion Beauty. I've never heard of this brand, which is, you know, it's nice to try new brands. They reached out to me, asked if I wanted to try their duo, and I said yes. It is a blush duo and a highlighter duo, and they also gifted me the mascara, which we'll try after the eyeshadows. So let's take a closer look. It looks really pretty, the packaging. And let's do the blush first. This one is shade Sorbet, and the highlighter is Mystic. So let's do the blush first, and we'll leave the highlighter for later. I'm going to apply straight to the face. Let's see. I'm going to do 2 dots. If it's too much, I'll go back with a foundation. I think it's too much, but let's try. Oh wow, yeah, it's really much, a lot. Me, I over applied, but we'll make it work. We'll fix it with the foundation. It does apply really nice though. I mean, not apply, blend. It's just that the shade is really dark for me and I picked up too much. And then on the left, I think I did pretty good. I just had to blend it out. I do have texture and I do have some redness there, which is not good, but I do want to try this makeup and share with you guys. So maybe you are curious about this brand and want to know more about it. Look, that's pretty. I'm more of a peachy blush kind of girl, but this is really pretty. I went a little bit overboard on the right side, so I'm gonna go back with a foundation brush and just go a little bit over. All right, now I turned peachy. There we go. Okay, not bad. This was totally my fault because I applied too much. I should apply in the back of my hand, but I was being a little bit crazy and I applied it straight to the face. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. This side came out really pretty, and this one I had to do a little bit of work, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine now, right? Really pretty. I would have picked like another shade, but it's a beautiful shade. It's just that I don't think it works really well with me. Maybe if you have like a darker tone, darker skin, then it probably looks much better on you than it does on me. But regardless, the formula is nice. It does blend well and it's not patchy, which is great. All right, so let's move on with the eye, because maybe it's the main reason why you're here. First, I'm gonna clean this off so I could swatch in the back of my hand. So Chanel came out with 4 new quads, Les Boutons, and I picked up just 2 of them, and I'm gonna show you right now what they are, and I will swatch them. I'm gonna do 2 different looks, 1 quad for each eye, so we test both of them. Maybe it will show you if you like them or not. It'll help you decide to get them or not. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to hurry up and do this video. I got these quads yesterday and I wanted to do as fast as I can because maybe you haven't picked it up, waiting for some reviews, and maybe my review will help you decide either to buy it or to skip it. I'm not trying to convince you to buy it. I'm just gonna share with you my review, my opinion, and then you decide what you want to do. I got 2 quads, like I said. One is it's officially called Les 4 Ombre Bouton Multi-Effect Quadra Eyeshadow, and it's $2.19 Bouton Couture. I'm gonna flip it just so the mirror doesn't interfere with the video, and it came in this really beautiful sleeve. Hopefully the camera picks up the design. I'll put it a little bit closer. That's pretty. And then this is the other one. I'm gonna get a little closer so you guys can look at the detail. So pretty. And that second quad came in a different sleeve. Alright, so I'm gonna swatch them, 1 in each hand, and I think I'm gonna try this one on my right eye just because I'm right-handed and I think I'll be able to apply it better, like blend it better, and then this will be on my left eye. Alright, so here we have the quads side by side. This is $2.19 and then this is $2.29, is it? $2.29, yes. We have on your left, we have Bouton Couture, and then on your right we have Bouton Stellaire. Alright, let's start playing with them. I'm going to be using same brush. I have 2 brushes. I have duplicate brushes of the Eastern Cosmetics V34. We're going to use 1 brush for the whole look, so 1 brush for each eye. That's just the way I like to roll. If there's a shimmer, then I'll apply with my finger. And we're going to start with this one. So I'm going to go with the lighter shade of the 4, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid, and I still haven't decided about the other 3. Well, let's start with that. There's a little bit of fallout on the pan, so I'm gonna get this shade and apply it all over the lid. It's almost like this color of my skin, almost, so you barely see it, but it does serve as a base. Really pretty. It has like a little bit of shimmer in there. I think I'm gonna go with this one right here for the outer corner. This is gonna be my inner half, and then I'll apply this one in the waterline. That's what I'm gonna do. So let's go in with that darker shade, like a chocolate, and go here in the outer corner, the outer half. Make sure I get it in the crease because I do have hooded eyes, so I like to go a little bit higher right into the crease and a little bit higher where the brow bone is. That way I get, you know, a little more dimension. There you go. So far so good. It looks really pretty. I'm gonna go now with my finger and apply I just like to apply these shades with my finger. I don't know why. You could pick up a brush, of course, but I think fingers pick up more product. This is my favorite shade so far from this quad. It's a beautiful brown taupe shade with some shimmer. You guys see it? I hope you can. I think like this quad is more like for the fall, in my personal opinion, and I love the fall. When I go back with that brush and blend here the edges, fall is my favorite season. Although here in South Florida we don't really enjoy the 4 seasons, but I do like the colors, and I just like it. The temperature goes down a little bit. Really pretty. Although like the shades are pretty close to each other, but this one has like a little bit more shimmer. I'm gonna get a tiny brush from Refer, the Refer number 03, and go in with the darkest shade of all of the whole quad, and I'm gonna go into the waterline. Alright, that is really pretty. Now I'm gonna play with the other quad. The same idea. I'm going to start with the lighter shade. I'll apply it all over the lid. I am going to do something different today. Different for me, because it has that silver has a little bit blue in there. This is going to be all over the lid. I'm going to apply this in the outer half, the outer corner. This is going to be my inner corner, and then this is going to be my waterline. Give me like that pop of blue in the bottom. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to go in first with that light shade and apply it all over the lid. It's gonna be my base because the color is really light, or the shade is really light. Okay, the base is done. Let's go in with that beautiful coppery color. The left eye is usually for me harder to do because of the position. So let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious if you were already thinking about getting this quad and you came to this video because you wanted to see my review. Or maybe you just came into my video because you like my videos, or you know, you're just wondering about the quad. And if you were thinking about getting it, do you have an idea which quad you want to get? Because there's 2 more quads that I didn't pick up. One has like 4 lighter shades, and then there's another one that has a purple in it. I skipped that one. I skipped those 2. But I'm curious to know if you were thinking about getting any of those 2, or were your choices the 2 quads I'm showing you today. Like, I really want to know. And hopefully at the end, after you watch this video, towards the end, you could leave me another comment saying if my review convinced you to get it, or it convinced you otherwise not to get it, which is perfectly fine. My objective is to help you guys decide or have an idea how this makeup looks, not necessarily convince you to buy something that you don't need or want. So yes, I applied it basically all over the half of the lid, and now I'm gonna go with my finger, my left hand, and go into that beautiful yellow gold shade. It's really gorgeous, and go in here into the inner half. Oh, this one's so pretty. I do have to say, I wanted to wait to the end, but I'm gonna do that now as I am applying the shade. I do feel that the first quad, this one, although the shades are gorgeous, it's my shade story. I love my color story. I love browns and neutrals and earth tones. Those are my favorite. But I think you can probably, if you have a collection, if you have more makeup, you probably can find those shades or similar shades in your collection. Now this one, is the color story is a little bit different because of that blue, that silvery blue. But I think the other one you probably find, you could find it already in your collection. I'm just saying. But if you don't have those shades, those colors, or you just like it a lot, then yeah, go ahead and pick it up yourself, of course. But I don't see something, at least in my opinion, I don't think that quad is really different or really innovative compared to other quads. They're still beautiful, they're still gorgeous. I'm glad I picked them up because the shades are really pretty, and I'll go more into it when I do the final review, my final thoughts. But it did blend really well. Like, they work perfectly. They're beautiful. But you probably find those shades already in your collection. Maybe not. I'm gonna go in with that blue, like silvery blue, and apply that in the waterline. I'm trying to get it both here in the mirror and the camera, but it's a little bit difficult. So yeah, for me, this is something different. I usually don't go, I know it's silver, but it has like a little bit of blue in there. I really don't go in with blue shades, and even less, apply them on my waterline, but I'm being adventurous today. It does look really pretty and different. This is for me like a spring summer look. Color story, and then this is more like a fall color story. Both really pretty, although I think like on me I like this one better because of the color of my eyes. It brings out more green. Like this color story brings out more green in my eyes than this one. They both look really pretty, but yeah, this one I think looks better on me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? I still have to put a mascara on, but yeah, let me know. Are you team, what is it, couture or team stellar? All right, let's apply mascara. So we go on with the highlighter and the lipsticks because I'm really excited about the lipsticks too. Let's try this mascara from BDB, the $1 Billion Beauty Forever Lash Mascara. Pretty packaging. Let's take a look at the applicator. I haven't taken a look. Okay, it's one of those like plastic bristles, which are not my favorite, but let's see. The formula looks pretty okay. It's not clumping to the applicator, which is nice. So let's give it a swirl. Okay, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I try to be as positive as I can, but I'm gonna be honest with you because you're my primary responsibility. This mascara is okay. I had a little bit of trouble at the beginning to get it where I want it to be. It wouldn't coat every lash and it would start clumping, but as I worked with it a little bit, it came out okay. Like it came out really pretty. Not my favorite, but it's not bad. I did have to work a little bit, give it a few swirls, give it some love, give it some care, but at the end it works. I just don't like to work so hard to get my lashes to work. But here I have it on and here I don't have it on. So you could see the difference, definitely see the difference. It extends my lashes, it gives me volume, but I had to give like extra work. And I don't like plasticky bristles. I feel a little bit, they feel harsh on my lashes. I mean, it doesn't hurt or nothing like that, but I prefer like the softer bristles. You know what I mean? Not a fan. Like they're okay. This mascara is okay. I've tried worse ones. This is definitely not the worst mascara I've tried, but I've also tried better. So I had to like really work to make it work. Maybe it's because it's new, like I'm just trying it out right now, but I don't know. So yeah, it's pretty. Like at the end it works. I just don't want to be working extra. I'm done and move on with my life. I have to give it time to see if it transfers or if it clumps. As of now it doesn't, but I have to give it time. I'm going for second coats just to see, and yeah, it's okay with second coats. It doesn't clump. There you go. Mascara is on. We're gonna move on with highlighter, and then we're gonna finish off with the lipsticks. So excited for the lipsticks. So the highlighter is from the same brand. The highlighter is from the same brand, the $1 Billion Beauty liquid highlighter in the shade Mystic or Mystique, depends on how you want to say it. I think it's Mystic. Let's look at the applicator. Ooh, this is like the applicator I like for concealers and for highlighters. I'm gonna go straight in, and it is a liquid highlighter, so I'm gonna do my finger. I'm gonna use my finger to blend it out. I'm gonna go here, even though I have textured skin, that's okay. And here on my brow bone area, and everywhere that the light will hit me naturally. And I'm gonna blend it out with my clean finger. It does dry really quick, so I think it's a bad idea to put it on in all the areas that I want and then wait to blend it out, because it does dry up pretty fast. So lesson learned. If you're gonna use this highlighter, you have to go little by little. You see here where I applied it first, it looks really pretty, but then on this side it's okay, but then in the forehead it's not really highlighting, it just sits there and it's not blending out. So I don't like that, and it is bringing up the foundation. So it's not nice on the forehead. Forget the forehead. But here it's okay. It's an okay highlighter. I've had better. Be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. You guys are my priority, not the brand. And I'm very grateful that they gifted it to me. But if it doesn't work for me, or I don't think it's that great, I will let you know for sure, because you guys are my priority. Alright, let's move on with lipsticks. Chantecaille came out with I think it's 12, but don't quote me on that, new shades, or new the new lipsticks in 14 new shades or 12 new shades. The lip creams, this is the packaging. I am in love with the packaging. Gifted me 3 shades, which I'm gonna try with you guys, but I hope, okay, it says here Chantecaille, and then I hope the light, let me turn it around just a little, you'll see the elephant and the big tree in the back. See, if I turn off the light, you probably won't see it, but you have an idea. It's a big tree, and then there's the elephant there. I hope you guys can see it. It is so pretty because part of the proceeds do go to their conservation effort. I have the card right here. I don't want to say anything off place. It's 14 new shades, and it supports the conservation work of elephant family, joining the line of permanent give back products along with future skin cushion foundation, lip veil, luminescent eye shades, and cheek shades. It supports the great elephant migration. Elephant family's majestic herd of 100 life-size elephants crafted from Lantana camara, an invasive species that is choking India's forests. The herd is migrating across the U.S. to support indigenous-led conservation strategies in India and beyond that allow humans and animals to thrive in their shared natural environment. It's 14 shades. They gifted me 3, and they also gifted me the pencil that you could use to line your lips, and also get the, once you're done with a bullet, you could pick up whatever's left inside with the same pencil. So let's give a quick swirl here in the back of my hand of the 3 lipsticks. They look matte. I already swatched them for a photo, but they look matte, but once you apply them, they're like a cream. Alright, so from top to bottom, we have anemone, which is described as a plummy pink. And then the second one is cherry blossom, which is described as a watermelon red. And the last one, which I confess is my favorite, is red lily, a bold classic red. If you've been following me, you know how I love red oranges. So this is more like a blue red, but still, I think it's gorgeous. Let's give it a swatch on the lips. I'm going to start with the lightest, of course, which is anemone. I'm not going to use the pencil to line my lips. I'm just going to go straight with the lipstick. They're so creamy. And I like the shape. Like, it's really pointy. I like that shape. It's different. They feel so nice. Really soft, pigmented, creamy. It slides like a dream. Beautiful. Look at that shade. I'm not really like into pinks, but it's a gorgeous pink shade. Probably give it to my mom because she loves pinks, but I still wanted to try it, test it with you guys, and I wanted to see how it looks on me. I think it's beautiful. So this is anemone or anemone. Alright, let's try now cherry blossom. So this one, watermelon or cherry blossom, is a little bit more translucent. It's still a gorgeous color, beautiful color. It is a little bit translucent. You could see my lips. You could see through to my lips. Beautiful though. It feels really good, really comfortable on the lips as well. So there you have it, cherry blossom. Okay, last but not least, let's go in with red lily. I love this shade. It's, again, my favorite of the 3. It is so pretty. Look at that red. It's described as a bold classic red. It is gorgeous. I can't stop staring at it. It's so pretty, and I'm gonna repeat myself again, but it feels so good on the lips, as if I have nothing on, and my lips feel hydrated. They feel plump. I don't know, I just love it. I do have dry skin, so anything that adds hydration to my skin, I love it. And it's just a beautiful shade, very pigmented, which the lip veils and the lip cheeks are generally not this pigmented, so it's a nice change. So pretty. So red lily is my favorite. Which one of the 3 is your favorite, either on me or for yourself? Is it anemone, is it cherry blossom, or is it red lily? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Love to hear what you guys think. Alright, so we're done with all the makeup. Let me take a close look because I do have thoughts, and I do have something to add or change of my previous comments. I'm going to take a closer look. We're going to start with the foundation. The foundation, I like it. I think it's pigmented. It's or I should say it is medium coverage. I wouldn't go and apply too much because I feel that at least in my forehead it's a little bit like oxidating, is that the word? Oxidizing. But here on my cheeks right here, I think it works really well. It does blur. It's pretty good on my nose area. And the highlighter that I used, I did not like using on the forehead. I don't think it's an okay highlighter, but it's not a highlighter that I'm gonna reach out to use more because it started like messing up the foundation here on this area. But over here where I didn't apply highlighter, the foundation is like a little bit gray, a little bit weird, so I don't like it on my forehead, but it's pretty good on the cheeks and in my nose and around my lips. The quads are gorgeous. I really like it. Again, you might find those shades already in your collection, so if you have them, like, you don't need to go out and buy them. But if you don't have them and you think they're really pretty, you might want to have them, because I do recommend them because they do work really well. The shades are beautiful, they blend well, there is no fallout on my skin. And this quad, and especially, is like a pop of color. It's fun. This one is more the tones that I prefer actually, but these are tones that you probably find in other quads, just saying. But I think it's fun. What do you guys think? The mascara is pretty good. At the end it did work, but I had to work a little bit more to get it there, but it's okay, it's fine. And the lipsticks are just gorgeous. Oh, the blush also, it blends well. I think the blush for me is better than highlighter in my opinion, but the lipsticks are my favorite. I think the quads and the lipsticks are my favorite. Oh, the concealer was also really good. I have no comments to say about that. It works perfectly fine. It's creamy. It doesn't sip into my fine lines. It's not gray. It's, you know, creamy. It's it adds hydration to my lower lids, which I need all the hydration I need for my dry skin. But yeah, the quads and the lipsticks are my favorite of everything that I tried today. But now it's your turn. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of all of this? What is your favorite? Is there anything that you are interested in trying yourself? Let me know. I'm going to put all the links I find down below in the description box, like I always do. I love to hear from you guys. So if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to share that with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you still have a little bit more time, please don't go, because I have 2 more videos that might be interesting to you. So I want to thank you again for spending your time with me. It means the world to me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.